Someone hit the intro.
Hey, everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and today we are reviewing the long awaited Scream 6. As you know, I am Fernando, and we are joined by our reluctant idiot, Eddie, and Chema.
I'm gonna cut that.
Hello.
I hate you.
All right, Scream 6, New York, new rules. Following the latest Ghostface killings, the four survivors leave Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter in New York City. So we have Scream 6, direct sequel to Scream 5, which came out last year, directed by the same two guys, Matt Betley-Alpin and Tyler Gillett. Most of the same cast returning, except for the people that died, and Neve Campbell, who, even though she was the face of the franchise, was not paid enough to return for this one. So we have a new location, new Ghostface, and I texted this to you guys after I finished the movie. Probably my new favorite of the Scream movies because this was visceral. This was bloody. This was intense. This was a great fucking movie. What did y'all think?
Ferny?
I liked it. If I had to rank it, it's tough for me to rank the Scream movies because I like them all. Like, I don't really hate any of them. Scream 3 always goes at the very end. Sorry. But after that, I mean, Scream 1 is still my favorite. Watching that as a kid definitely gave me a lot of nightmares, a lot of fears, especially in the bathroom, having to open up the shower curtain, make sure there's not a fucking serial killer behind there. Scream 2 ruined movie theater bathrooms for me. If I had to rank this movie, I would say Scream 1 first. Maybe this one I think would be second. I did like this one. I like the killing. I like the twists. But yeah, I think me having to rank Scream would have to be a whole episode on itself.
Yeah, it could be difficult. To me, I think this might be my favorite. Then 4. I really like 4.
I rewatched 4 the other day just to see, like, is this one good? Because, like, I saw it in high school when it came out because I was like, oh, they're making another Scream finally. And I was rewatching it. I don't know.
Really? With 4?
I wouldn't put it in my top 3 for Scream.
Jesus. I really like 4. I like how they updated like all the aspects. I like how they took a concept that would have worked in the 90s and they made it work again. To me, it was great. To me, it's this one, then 4, then 1, then 5, then 2, and then 3 at the bottom. As well.
Scream 3 always goes at the bottom.
Yeah, it's good, but this is already an anomaly that this is a saga that has 6 movies and they're all good. Like 3 is like not the best one, but it's not a bad movie, you know?
No. It's not terrible.
I just think it's amazing that we have a saga where 6 movies in and they're all good. In a weird way, they're kind of getting better. So yeah, no, I adored it. Okay, so you liked it too, Eddie?
I enjoyed it for a plethora of reasons. Maybe number one, it was a family event for me. I took my nephews and they loved it.
I cannot believe you did that, but yeah.
Did they enjoy the sex scenes?
Thank God there were no sex scenes in this movie. Thank God.
Wasn't she getting railed in her room and like they were making noises?
Where the,
I mean, you only heard it. You didn't see it.
Yeah. We couldn't infer that, and I remember I was like, "Oh fuck, please don't, please!" Like I was ready to cover their eyes, and luckily,
heard but not seen.
Exactly, and that's the difference. But yeah, so it was a family event for me. My nephews were dying to watch it. Bear in mind, they love horror movies. Like one dressed as Michael Myers, and the other one dressed up as Ghostface for Halloween.
Did you get weird looks at the theater from the workers?
No, not at all, actually.
Blink if you need help.
But no, so I mean that made it a little special, I'm not gonna lie. But it was just a good movie overall. And bear in mind, I'm not a huge fan of the Scream franchise. I don't dislike it, it's just never been my cup of tea. You know, it's like Spider-Man. He's not my favorite superhero, but I like him. He's cool. And leading up to this movie, I was watching the kill counts for, the whole Scream franchise. and it kind of got me in the mood to be like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it. And I rewatched the original, and fucking holds up. This movie still great. I think the only thing is that we're missing. Is it Neve Campbell? Not how do you
Neve.
pronounce it? Neve Campbell. That's the only thing that we were missing, and the controversy was they didn't want to pay her as much as she believed she was worth. Which I'm like, that's Sydney. You fucking pay her whatever she wants.
But I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, they didn't use her much in the last movie, so I can see why. Like they were like, "Hey, like we're not gonna pay you as much."
Then include her more. Get your money's worth.
I
I don't know.
understand. I understand why they didn't do it, but at the same time, watching this movie, not to say that I didn't miss her, but they made the movie work even when she wasn't there.
Yeah, like I was like, they didn't need her in this movie. After watching, I was like, no, I didn't really need her, to be honest.
Not for this story that we're trying to tell. And the door is always open. Like if they find a story where they could put her in there again and they pay her enough, I'm sure they can bring her back, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this, man, this was good. Like I like how they continue the story of the two sisters, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. The two of them are Jenna Ortega is given more to do in this one. The last one she was just kind of stabbed once and then she just kind of chilled her. But the two of them are there. They have a whole story of them growing up and letting go of each other, and
She has more emotion in this movie.
yeah, she's way more
Smiles.
involved. Yeah, I like the other two, the twins. They're really funny. I actually really like having them in the movie. And I like that they all
Chad,
survived.
right? Yeah,
What's that?
Mindy and Chad.
Mindy and Chad, I think that the two of them were good. I like seeing Courtney Cox returns. If we're not gonna have Sydney, it's cool that we have her. I was afraid that we're gonna lose her in this one. I wouldn't be mad if they had pulled through. They kind of didn't. Felt a little bit like a cop out, but okay. These movies are supposed to be kind of unpredictable. And I'm really happy about this. We got Hayden Panettiere back from Scream 4 as Kirby Reed. She was my favorite character in Scream 4, so I'm really glad that she's back for this.
She ages really well.
She looks great, doesn't she?
Yeah, like I was looking at her, I was like, damn, she actually like doesn't look that bad. Like she looks almost pretty identical to the 2011 self of her.
Yeah. And also because she's someone that we kind of grew up with her when we watched like Heroes and stuff. So
I never saw Heroes.
You never saw Heroes. How dare you?
Never.
I
saw her in Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, she was in Remember the Titans.
And Law and Order SVU when she was a kid.
Oh god, that was a depressing episode. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever saw that. So yeah,
don't. They're always sad. They're always sad. That's the simple answer.
I will stand on a hill to this day and say Law and Order SVU is the best show that you could just sit down and watch an episode because you don't even have to watch it from the beginning.
You're not incorrect about that.
Yeah, I've never seen a full episode of Law and Order SVU.
It's great cannon fodder. You just watch it and you're like, oh yeah, you get them, Stabler.
What's called? That's one thing I didn't like about when they brought back Stabler was he could beat the shit out of the pedophiles like he used to.
You know what I didn't like about Scream 6? Is it me or does it seem like the CGI they keep using on Billy gets a little wonkier?
Yeah, this looked bad.
Like he looked Asian.
In the previous one, I feel like they did that de-aging technology.
Yeah.
He looked kind of uncanny to like the first movie. And in this one, I feel like they just put a wig on him and we're like, just go, man.
I don't know if it was because it was a reflection, because like I think she was like looking into a window or like a puddle or something, but like it didn't even look like him at one point. I was like, he looks off.
Yeah, not my favorite part of the movie, definitely. Especially because in the last one it looked really good. Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. do you think that God, can we talk about the story? Like,
Yeah.
is it too early for me to jump to the end of the movie?
Well,
Okay, fine.
yeah, but
Let's talk about the
fine.
movie. So, movie opens with these two little shits killing their teacher, who is
The chick from that movie, what's it called? Not the
Samara
babysitter.
Weaving,
Well, she's from the babysitter, but the other one, the one where
Ready
she's
or
getting
Not.
married. Yes.
Ready or Not. Yeah. Great movie.
Man, she is a dime piece. She is gorgeous.
I
Yeah.
hate the fact though that she dies so quickly early on, and she teaches a class on scary movies. Like, son of a bitch, I want your job.
No, but it
Um,
makes sense. It makes sense. Like every Scream movie starts with someone that we don't expect getting killed. Like it's kind of like the way that it works. Also, it kind of makes sense that she's in it because the two directors directed Ready or Not. Like they're
Oh,
the ones that
really?
jumped in. Yeah, so the same
Oh,
directors. They're the ones that did the previous Scream and this one. So they probably like got her like they probably had her on speed dial and be like, hey, can you cameo for like, can we kill you for like a few minutes? Um, yeah, so yeah, it starts with that killing. What I did not expect is that so every Scream movie starts like this. Like there's someone gets a phone call, they get stabbed, and the movie starts. In this one, the twist is that she gets stabbed. We immediately see who the killer is. Then the killer gets killed,
he done
and
got
that
he done got it.
yeah, he done and got it. And then that was I was really interested because it starts and it's Tony Revolori from the Spider-Man movies
hmm.
and the Grand Budapest Hotel, and he's there. He kills her. He takes off the mask and he's kind of just walking back to his dorm like as if nothing happened. He bumps into Jenna Ortega, like they know each other, and then he gets killed. And then it's like, okay, where the fuck are we going with this? It hooked me. It got me right from the start, and yeah, I think the way they introduced it was very well done.
Well, we got these two little bastards. What's his name? Jason and Greg both get killed. Um, and I'm so glad they're not sought as victims. They're like, oh, these two little psychopaths were possibly plotting murders, but still got shit to deal with. Um, and then we get Sam and Tara Carpenter. Sam, if I'm not mistaken, she's the one. Let me see which one. Which one's Sam? Which one's Tara? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Sam is the one who's Billy Loomis's daughter. So she is going to therapy to try and talk about it, and she even mentions at one point to her therapist, who gets weirdly into it when she's like, "I stabbed when I killed him. A part of me enjoyed it," and he's like, "We're done here."
He's like, "Ah, I think I need to call the cops."
Yeah, that's what the therapist does. That's kind of their job.
Okay, he didn't play it very well because he kind of came off as a bit of a douche.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh yeah, remember the scene when he gets killed and he's kind of just chilling at home.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I could have done without the scene of his feet.
Who was the one that was watching Jason in Manhattan?
Was it at the frat party?
No, I think it was the film nerds, the ones that in the very beginning. Weren't they watching Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason in
Yeah,
Manhattan?
yeah, that was the one. Yeah,
That was a good Easter egg.
mm-hmm. That's also my favorite Jason film. Also, it's really
You mean because
stupid.
was it because of the black guy? Because he was the only one that went toe to toe with Jason?
Hey, he
Or
went
he,
to the toe and he held his own for a while.
and where he was like, "Fucking put your knuckles up, pussy."
Knuckle up, motherfucker. Jason
Yeah,
takes Manhattan.
yeah, that was the one.
It was part 8.
Yeah. Um yeah, so they get pretty much captured and they leave the mask in the scene of the crime. And this starts to become a thing where I think in order to really enjoy this one, you have to have seen all of the other ones because they do this is the one where they do the most callbacks and bring back so much of the good graces from the previous movie to make this one work. Because the way they reference every other killer and motive and situation and how they make them all tie in, it's I don't envy the people who have to write these things because, God, it sounds like a lot of homework to make all of this work. Yeah.
And then we get Jenna Ortega's character. Let me see here, Tara. She's at a frat party with the twins,
Trying
and
to
some
make
of our
a
new
bad
douchebags.
decision.
Yeah, what did he call him? Date rape Charlie?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or date rape Chuck.
Yeah, something like that. And they go up. They're about to go upstairs. Her sister shows up, kind of stops it, tasers the guy in the balls, which, fair enough, he deserved it. And then we find out that apparently on Reddit, because of course it would happen, there's all these conspiracy theories thinking that Sam framed Richie and Amber for the killings, and she's the real murderer. And this little bitch tosses cherry Coke in her face.
Diet cherry Coke.
Diet cherry Coke, because she's a fancy broad. She's a classy broad.
Don't get it wrong.
Yeah. And so I mean, I really like that part just because I feel like that's what would fucking happen. Of course, in modern age, someone survives a massacre. Oh, what if she's the one that actually orchestrated it? Like, it's a Sandy Hook thing.
I mean, dude, I was rewatching Scream 5, and the scene where Sam kills what's his face?
Billy?
Her boyfriend? Huey?
Yeah.
No, that's fucking the boys.
Jack Quaid. Yeah.
Richie. That's his name in the movie. When she's killing Richie, dude, she's wildly stabbing him.
Oh,
I would think
she's
she's
into
the
it.
murderer too.
She's into it. She's like, ah. She just goes off on him.
Yeah, I would believe that theory too.
Yeah, so the movie starts to kind of feel itself in that conspiracy theory ongoing thing, and they start talking about what they're doing in New York. Like the younger kids are in college. She's there. She's working. They mentioned that she's doing a couple of jobs that she doesn't like, but she's kind of just there mostly to protect the sister because they don't want everything that happened to kind of repeat again. And then we're introduced to the police chief. Forgot his name.
No, he's not a police chief. He's just a detective.
So Detective Bailey, played by Dermot Mulroney, a guy that I've seen in a lot of things, and every time that I've seen him, he's had gray hair. So I can just imagine the stressful life that he must live. So this guy shows up, and he's the father of one of their friends, played by Liana Liberato, the girl Quinn. And she's joins their little clique, their little club, along with this other guy, Ethan, the nerdy guy. Yeah, that was the kid in Avatar, the white boy that joins them.
Is he? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's him.
That's second Avatar movie?
Yeah, that spider.
Yeah,
that spider?
Yeah.
Damn, I did not. Huh, okay.
How much time did they spend filming Avatar?
Years.
The kid grew up. So he's there. They're the two kids that join the clique. And what's her name? Mindy has a girlfriend too. I forgot her name, but she's there too.
Just be honest. You don't need to remember her name.
Oh yeah, she gets killed in a very intense way.
Annika,
yeah. I like how we got a little repeat of the scene from the previous movie where they're kind of breaking down all the meta aspects of the franchise. They do it again, but they're sitting in college and they're talking about it's the sequel of the requel, so anything goes, anything could happen. None of us are all of us are expendable. Legacy characters can be killed too. Even us Letterboxd nerds got a little shout out there where we got insulted, which is fine because it wasn't a lie. I like how we got to that point where the movie really made you doubt everything. It made you doubt everything for a good point. I thought Sam was really gonna be the killer, and maybe she
Like
was
she was
developing.
gonna turn heel.
Yeah, or maybe she had turned heel already, and she was just hiding it, like
Hmm?
while
I
like
feel
throughout the
like
movie.
I feel like that's more of like a third movie kind of thing, which we'll get into. But I feel like that's more of a third movie kind of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I like how the buildup was going and where it went, because I think it was very hard to pull off something like this for the sixth time.
No, I agree. The murders, is it just me or were they like particularly more gory than I think in any other movie?
I think they were like
I
that
think that
scene with the stair, like
yeah.
between the two windows. Like,
Oh, that
like
was
did you
just
see
fucking
that?
brutal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was deliberate. I mean, you have to, and they explain it. Which, when they get to that scene about the whole like we're in a saga now, they completely went against whatever they fucking said in that stupid scene.
How
They're like
so?
nobody's safe. All the main characters live.
Oh yeah, that did kind of bug me. I was kind of, what if they had killed Courtney Cox and then they kill Sydney in the next one? I'm
I
just
Heck,
mean,
saying.
they're basically it's a repeat from like the Star Wars sequels.
Oh, like in each one. Wait. Oh yeah, they killed Luke and then Leia dies in the third one, right?
Yeah.
which she should have died in Last Jedi, but whatever.
Yeah, but it would have been in bad taste.
She somehow floated through space.
I
I'm not
never
gonna
saw the
I'm
Last
not
Jedi.
I'm not gonna question logic in a Star Wars movie. Like
It's a Star Wars movie.
it's a fucking Star Wars movie. Like my days of fighting about Star Wars on the internet are done. Like I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not going at bat for that franchise, even though I love it. Um
Wait, so
uh
so what y'all think of Gail Weathers being a there's a repeat of part two where she wrote the book she promised she wasn't gonna write. Sydney punches her in the face. And
Oh,
then
Jenna fucking straight cold cocks her.
that was
um
great editing because that punch really came out of nowhere. Like the me and the four guys that were on the theater just like gasped when that happened.
That was a good punch.
um and then she's
Yeah.
like, okay, I won't write a story like off the record, blah blah blah. Again, in a repeat of part two. But then, in the most unlikely way, Ghostface actually invades her house and fights her in her own home.
Yeah. It's good that we had like that one scene where even Ghostface was like, "You and I never spoke on the phone, have we?" Like, even though it's not the same guy, like I like how they keep that consistency of remembering details like that, and I like how applied it was. I really thought she was a goner. I really thought she was like completely out for this one. Even her last scene, where like the last thing that she says is like don't like tell Sydney that he didn't get me. Like that line is like she really is that bitch. Like she really cares like how she even the way that she goes south that she has control over that. It was pretty funny.
I mean, you know the story of why Courtney Cox wanted Gail Weathers, right?
No.
Did she just wanted to not be seen as like Monica Geller and that's it?
Yeah, she
Okay.
wanted to do she wanted to do something that wasn't Monica.
Mm-hmm.
I think she
She
achieved
make
that with Cougar Town also.
Ah, but that was after. She was doing Friends when she was doing Scream.
Oh, she wanted to hit the ground running like that as well.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, fair enough.
yeah.
But let me see in. Okay, so okay, question. Do you think if Sydney had agreed, if Miss Campbell had agreed to come back, do you think they would have killed Courtney Cox in this and then probably dealt with Sydney in the sequel?
Maybe.
Mm,
Because
probably.
they did say that Campbell like not coming back did impact the script.
Yeah, it really does feel like they had a story already planned out and they had to like redo it. Which, by the way, the fact that they did it and released the movie within a year of the previous one, like my respect.
Well,
Like,
as I understand it, they even said like we already know what we're doing for the next one if they let us. And apparently,
yeah.
they did an interview recently. And they said, "Yeah, we already know what we're going to do with the seventh one if this one is a success." Like they're doing what most fucking Hollywood people should do is you're creating this piece of art while having the next one in mind, so that way there aren't any plot holes. Like that's the way it should be fucking done.
Yeah, but in a perfect world, you're paying your actors how much they want to get paid.
That's very fucking true. God damn it, they should fucking pay her whatever she wants. It's goddamn Sydney. Jesus.
I will say this movie finally made me bite the bullet and buy all the Scream movies on Blu-ray.
Ooh, nice. How much does that run you back?
It was only like $45.
That's
You do know that now. You do know that now you're gonna have to buy this one separately, right?
No, well, I have them all.
Oh.
The first 3 came in a collection. Then I bought 4 and 5 separate.
Okay.
fair.
Wow.
You know what? I was also thinking if they are doing a trilogy for this new Scream movie, then that means fucking Scream 4 was like the intermission.
Pretty much.
Well, initially it was because okay, so every Scream is meant to be a commentary on the current state of horror films, right? Like 1, 2, and 3 were like the teenagers, college, the sequels, like How I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and that shtick. Now, the one in 2011, it was meant to comment on torture porn and exploitation, but it didn't do well enough at the box office to warrant the sequel because they were planning on doing another trilogy, but it didn't do well enough. It just so happens that Scream last year did so well that they were like, and they kind of hit Pager by having Jenna Ortega in the movie because I mean she's a big star. So,
but at the time
She's a big star now.
Yeah, at the time she was up and coming.
No, I agree with you there. At the time she was up and coming, but the fact that she's a big name now, I knew she was safe. I knew if there was one character in this entire movie that was safe, it was her.
If anything, it would have been pretty ballsy to kill her in this one.
Nah, money wise, it would have been a stupid ass decision. You're right, ballsy, but they would have never done it.
Well, here's the thing. So when the first Scream came out, it was promoted just as a Drew Barrymore scary movie. And then the movie came out and Barrymore's out by like the first 10 minutes. Like this movie's kind of run on being ballsy. I knew walking into this movie that no one was safe. And I think the twist is that everyone survived.
Yeah, I was like, I started thinking about that too. I'm like, was that just a fucking red herring? Like you're saying no one's safe, and then shockingly enough, everyone is safe.
Yeah, because they did it in the last one. Like the last one started with Jenna Ortega being like the girl who gets the call and about to get stabbed. And I thought, okay, well, she's the girl that's just gonna die in the beginning, like in all of these movies. But the twist was that she didn't die. So I was like, okay, so that's the new thing that they're doing. But then in this one, when they stabbed Mindy in the subway, I thought she was dead. When they stabbed Chad in the theater, I thought he was dead. I thought the two of them were dead, really.
I thought Chad was definitely dead.
Yeah.
He was getting double stabbed.
That's
Yeah,
right. And
he's
trying to hold them, and he's like, run.
He's like, run. Meanwhile, I'm getting double stabbed near my lungs and my major organs.
Man, I just remember thinking, like, really? He's fine. You were such a good movie. I'll let you off with that. Fine, I guess. Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was like my favorite visual scene of the movie, where like the two Ghostface kind of turn around and like they clean the knives at the same. Oh my god, that was such a good shot. I love it.
You're not wrong. That one was pretty badass. I'll give you that.
Because like we've seen like two Ghostfaces before, but the twist in this one is that technically there's 3, and I like how they integrate them and how they integrate them into the previous one. Like they really made them all connect.
I think what's odd is that there's only ever been one movie where there was only one Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's typically duos, and this one it was a trilogy.
Yeah, it was a trio.
And I do like the fact that like each Ghostface mask that was left at the crime scene was counting backwards, was counting down.
Yeah, it's like that How I Met Your Mother episode. You know the one.
What was I gonna say?
Never seen it. Never seen How I Met Your Mother.
God damn it.
Wait. Are you talking about the one where Marshall's dad dies?
Yeah, but like the whole episode is a countdown, like in the background.
Yeah, I know it. It's just like,
Yeah,
dude, what a set.
yeah,
Did you know that when so Marshall, the actor whose father passes away in the show,
yeah. It
he
was
straight up,
improv. Yeah,
yeah, he said like, don't tell me the line, don't tell me what to do, just trust me, I got this. So she delivers a
yeah,
line, your dad had a heart attack, he didn't make it, and he just starts breaking down and completely
yeah.
ad lib. But okay. So I have a question for you guys, and I know it's annoying when I do this, but I'm gonna ask anyway. I have
So,
I have a pitch.
for a sequel.
Not a sequel. What if they had done this? Because I was kind of hoping. What if they had gone down this route? Considering the Jason and Greg from the beginning, they were just two fucking dipshit incel kids who couldn't get laid that were just angry at the world. Right? They were those assholes. What if the movie ends like take out the whole Richie's family, take all that out. Quinn is actually dead. The curly haired kid gets killed at some point in the theater. Right? Okay. Imagine if they fight back, they manage to kill one Ghostface, and then Jennifer Ortega kills one. Sam goes off and kills the other, takes off the mask, and she's just like, "Who are you?" And it's just it's a legit rando, and he just says, "I'm just a fan," and he's smiling, and then they take off the other mask, and it's just another random person, and the whole thing is like it's not one of the actors, it's just a normal regular person who happens to be a psychopath, and he's like, they'll keep coming, like there's more of us, there always will be. And I think that would have been cool because it makes the everyday person the bad guy, and I feel like that's more realistic because who are the monsters nowadays? Who are the shooters? Who are the assholes that attack people for no good reason other than who they are? Whether it's race related, religion, sexual, whatever. It's a random piece of shit that could be living next door to you. And I think that's more terrifying than it being the family of the guy that got killed in the last one. I'm just saying, I think that would have been cool.
It would have been cool like once, but the thing that's cool about these movies is that they're all whodunits. Like basically, like part of the fun of the movie is the mystery of discovering who it is.
Yeah, the whole time you're like, all right. Like for me, I was like near probably I think once the train scene happened, I was like, okay, Ghostface has to be someone that we've seen. It can't be someone that's and in my head I was like, it can't be someone that's dead because they're already dead. But that's where I fucked up because Quinn was one of the Ghostface.
It's because it happened off screen. That's why.
Yeah. I didn't think it was Kirby. Like, not once did I ever think it was going to be Kirby. I know, like, they try to pull that, but I was like, yeah, I never thought that was going to be Kirby.
They got me for like a second when they said that that she was fired because of mental stuff. For a second, I was convinced, but nah, I always trusted in my girl.
No, I actually agreed until I remembered, wait a second, she was working in an office. That means she has to have been able to sign in and do things. So it's not her. And that's when it told me that I think it might be the cop.
Yeah, I never thought it was gonna be the cop. I thought they killed his dog. I thought they killed his kids. It couldn't, but no, very well done.
No, I agree. Fucking 100% agree.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of Tara going Super Saiyan, putting on her dad's uniform and making him proud? What'd y'all think?
It made sense in a good way because we almost got this in the previous one, but when I saw that she spoke to her dad and the dad was like, you know what you have to do, like do it. I like it because it's different from the previous movies. Like we haven't seen something like this be done. Like, yes, Sydney has shoot people in the face, but not like this. Not putting on like the cape and like stabbing and stuff. So yeah, I like that it went there. Certainly didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I thought it was for me. I thought it was fine. I mean, it's a little odd because like they keep doing the whole like, come on, deep down on the inside, you're a killer.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it.
Well, what if they're setting up part 3 where it might be her? Like she's falling off the goddamn deep end finally.
Then let's fucking go. I want to see it. I'll see it. Like I'll be up for it.
And
Maybe.
and Jenna Ortega is the one that has to kill her.
They probably would. They probably want like Jenna Ortega like in front of everything at the moment. So yeah, it would
Well,
make sense.
I think she's been cast, right, in what show was it? Daredevil. Was it Daredevil?
Has she?
Who?
She's been cast in a Marvel project, but I can't remember which Marvel project. Give me 1 second here.
I feel like Daredevil. Like why? In what character?
Let me see. She's attached to star in Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Let me see. Alba.
Is Michael Keaton coming back for that one?
I fucking hope so. Where the fuck is it? TV. Fuck it. I'm just gonna search up and Jenna Ortega Marvel role.
I don't think she's been cast yet in anything. I feel like
she has been cast, and she's to play a major role in Daredevil.
but what?
I don't know.
The Punisher's sidekick.
Oh my god. She's gonna be Micro? She's gonna be the new Micro?
Shit, might be. I don't know.
When did I get attracted to Micro?
White Tiger, apparently. That's the rumor. She's gonna play White Tiger.
Isn't Jenna Ortega like 20 years old?
She
I don't
is
21?
20. Let me find out. She's 20 years old. Jesus Christ. She was born more than a year after 9/11. My God, we're old. Oh God, she was an X. I forgot about that.
Oh, X was good. She dies in that one.
Doesn't she have like the best scream in that one though?
I've
She does a
always
pretty good
stopped
scream
and
in that
started
one.
that movie. I
Okay.
never finished it.
It's good. I liked it.
Watch Pearl. Pearl is fucking solid. That much.
Oh, the prequel? Yeah, it's good too. I can't wait for the next one. All right, so we saw the twist, we saw the characters, we talk about the killings. What else? What else are we gonna? That fucking. You know what I really like about this movie? The set pieces. Like it really decided to like stick in one position and really let a scene flow in that. We got it with the window scenes. We got it in the subway scenes. We got it in the theater scenes. I like how they had the sets and just really choreographed the whole like all these steps. I don't know. It made the movie feel grand and like it really amplified from the previous one.
I liked the New York City setting. I think one of my favorite sets was probably the bodega where Ghostface just straight up starts murdering people in a fucking convenience store.
Dude, I feel bad for that guy because I feel like that's us. Like that's anyone, any decent guy. Hey man, like what the fuck's up? Like why are you fucking with two young girls? Stab, 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 stab.
I feel like most New Yorkers wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I think just because they walked in there, that's when they were like, "Fuck, now I have to care."
Well, you might be right there. You might actually be right on that one. But yeah, I was just like, oh man, like I think most of us would try to like step in. I imagine. Or am I wrong, Ferny? Would you let these two young girls die?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh my
Dude's got a
God,
fucking
Ferny.
knife, man. I'm not gonna fucking get stabbed for some two randos I never met before.
I mean, gee, that's fair, I guess. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm judging you a little bit.
Whatever. I don't care. You fucking get stabbed.
I will. I have a Superman complex. I'll get killed for it.
And they'll
It's
be
true.
like,
I played
they'll
board
be
games with
like,
this
I mean, he was okay, I guess. He's real weird. I don't know why he stood up for us.
I'd be fucking furious. If I die, I better go out a goddamn hero, nothing less.
So what else are we gonna say about this movie?
I don't think I have anything else to say, man. I think I'm dry. Y'all?
I'm pretty dry. I mean, what can be said about this movie? In a world of where horror is in a very odd place right now. Like horror is probably not in the best place as far as movie wise. It's stuck in Possession for some reason. Possession is still a hot thing. Um, and then we also have the artsy horror movies that have been coming out as well. So there's like really no middle ground. This is the only middle ground horror movie that we have.
I don't know. I feel like there are still plenty of scary movies. It's just
But
not
name them
prevalent.
that aren't artsy horror movies, like A24 movies. Every time it's A24, I say artsy. So, yeah, I'll say artsy horror movie and name a horror movie that isn't artsy and isn't Possession.
Ready or
Infinity
not.
Pool. Ready or
Which
Not
one?
was pretty fun,
Ready
Which
or
one?
not.
but I feel like Ready or Not falls into like the
That's
what's
a
it
horror
called?
comedy. That's
It
like you're
is.
next.
Hey, you just asked me to name a movie. You didn't say how specific it had to be.
Yeah,
Horror.
okay.
It is
So
horror.
I think between this, the Halloween movies, like the newest ones, we had things like Us and Get Out. We had Barbarian last year, Malignant a couple of years ago.
I think that was Barbarian was good. I loved Barbarian. It blows my mind that the guy that directed Barbarian is the same dude from Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah, we have
But it,
that. I don't know, like I feel like Blumhouse falls somewhere in the middle between like artsy and I don't know, too commercial.
Oh,
We'll
Megan?
Megan was interesting because
there's an
that's
unrated version of Megan on Peacock that I haven't seen yet.
ooh, I'll check that out.
But
The Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out sometime this year or next year. We'll see how that does. Um, I don't know.
but
We're
yeah,
in
I like these horror movies. These horror movies are like a yes, they're a throwback, but they're also fun because it's more fun than the movies that try to be deliberate who done it without like the horror aspect. Like the Orient Express. Like that
yeah,
one was boring as shit. But and it was a whodunit, but this one's a whodunit, but you're actively seeing everybody get murdered.
yeah. I think the new Halloween trilogy kind of landed somewhere there. If only the last one would have
Oh,
really,
yeah, that last one. Whew.
yeah, really
Way to
done
way to
there.
shit the bed on that one.
I didn't hate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out last year. I thought that was pretty all right.
Which one was the one that came out last year? Oh, the one on Netflix. Yeah, I thought that one was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
Really? I thought that
Uh,
was garbage. I hated it.
Well, it's because you're
I,
stupid and no one likes
I,
you.
No, it's
I was
because I
just
wanted the girls to die so badly.
Which one? The curly-haired one?
Yes.
He dies at the end.
I know, but like imagine spending the whole movie and you're just annoyed.
That's the payoff.
But it's hard to cheer for someone that you want to see die.
No, it's not.
I mean, maybe not for you, but for me, yeah, it made it pretty hard to enjoy the film.
I mean, for me, it's just nice to see horror movies that aren't fucking a possession movie that I've seen for the upteen time. Like, I really do like these throwback slasher movies.
when's the next Evil Dead coming out? The one's coming out this
Oh,
year.
that one looks good. I like that one because that one, I like the Evil Dead remake, the one that had come out like in what 2016.
Oh, dude,
That
that
one's
one was
not
really
bad.
good. It was really
That one was good.
That one was good because of the practical effects. Like it was fleshy. It was good.
Yeah,
I think rumor has it they used 300 gallons worth of fake blood in that last scene.
that's a lot of corn syrup.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, well,
Uh,
final thoughts, grades before we head out.
I think it's great.
Yeah, A. I give it an A.
I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. I had a blast. I watched it once. I'll watch it again in theaters before it leaves the theaters.
I agree. Hey,
And yeah, no, I mean, all good. Nothing really to complain. Ghostface has a lot of dick riders, but other than that, pretty good. I guess this is the most interesting thing that happens to them. I guess. All right, but yeah, I think pretty good. Yeah.
Has
Shazam?
Ghostface touched Halloween Friday the 13th level of longevity? Because Friday the 13th started in the 80s, continued on to the 90s, 2000s,
This started
and
in the
then
90s.
Well, Friday the 13th hasn't had a movie come out since 2009, so it's
yeah,
only
that's
been
why
out for
like
14 years.
it
I think
okay, so
so.
and then Halloween started in 78.
Yeah, Halloween's definitely the oldest one.
78 went along in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Halloween's reigning supreme as the longevity goes, and I think Ghostface is in second place.
Apparently, so Jason, the reason why they haven't been able to do another film lately is because
It's
of
it's the rights.
yeah, well, apparently that's being I think the judge finally ruled on it. So we may be seeing a Jason film come out in the next 2 years.
Yeah, the whole rights thing ruined probably one of the most fun horror games ever in Friday the 13th.
Man, I remember we played that on the day it premiered. And
Dude, that game was so fucking fun. And then because of the whole rights dispute, ruined it.
I think
Oh
you can
yeah,
still play it if you physically have it, right?
No, you can still play it, but you can only play through dedicated lobbies. Like if you look for a match, you won't find it.
Ah, oh, okay. So you have to know where to look.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's a shame that Ghostface never got a game.
Having plans to alter. Okay, so yeah, according to this, as of recently, as of January 20th, 2023, writer Jeff Flock said that he, alongside Jeremy Weiss and Sean Cunningham, have a pitch for a new Friday the 13th reboot, while also having plans for an alternate direct sequel to the original. So basically, they may be pulling a Halloween.
Nice. Nice.
Also, they are working on a TV series prequel that would take place before Jason's death at the camp with mysterious happenings that may be coming to Peacock. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, A24 will also be involved. So,
Haha.
Great.
dude, A24 is no longer a goddamn indie company. I'm sorry. Like, if this is, does it say indie? It says entertainment company, but it better not be indie because it's not anymore. It's not. It's too.
Fucking, if I see old naked people, I'm turning it off.
Well, I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, friend.
No, I judge it. I'm tired of seeing old naked people. It's disturbing and not in a scary way. Just, I don't want to see old saggy titties.
Why, Ferny? Why? Huh?
Because it's disgusting.
That's what
That's
they're
why.
talking about,
It's
Ferny.
disgusting. It's
Don't
like a
shame
water
them.
balloon sagging to the
Oh
floor.
my god.
Don't shame them, Ferny. Don't do that.
They've been shamed.
Well, folks, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Rollback.
Yeah.
Here's a favor: like and
Are we doing
subscribe.
Shazam next week or what are we doing?
That's the
Oh
plan.
yeah, that comes out next week.
That's the plan. Shazam.
What is it? Is it coming out next week?
It is. It's coming out this Friday. I just put out a review on YouTube of the original.
Wait, so tomorrow it's gonna be out?
Technically Friday.
There's already screenings tomorrow. Shit, I might go tomorrow after work.
Do it.
God, I
All
hope
right.
it's good.
It's
Huh?
not gonna be, but okay, whatever.
You
I
don't
like
wanna
the
watch it?
first one.
Yeah, me too. But this is I just feel like this is gonna be really bad.
The trailers have been turning me off. But granted, I wasn't a big fan of Shazam 1's trailers. So hopefully I'm wrong.
I'm gonna be there for Rachel Ziegler and Rachel Ziegler only. Let's fucking go.
Who's Rachel Ziegler?
She was in the
Is she
in the
the
news.
older sister?
No, she's gonna be a new character.
Oh.
She has powers too. I forgot the name of the character. But yeah, she was in that musical movie that came out.
Cats?
She's gonna play Anthea, daughter of Atlas. I
Huh.
have no idea. I have no idea what she's gonna do, but she's gonna be there, so I'm gonna be there.
All right, folks, that's going to happen for this episode of the Rollback. Like, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We're wishing to grow the channel. Check out our podcast. Go check out our YouTube. Go check out our Instagram. We have Facebook. just send us all your love and joy. And we have a TikTok now.
Hell yeah.
You need to change the username. Not the
Handle?
username. No, because I think on the username it still says like user 2175 like
No,
a
it
bunch of
says
numbers.
at the rollback. I changed it.
Oh, you changed it? Okay, good.
Yeah, so if you listen to us, go to at the rollback. Go check out our TikTok. It's not very good, but go check it out anyway.
Great
Eddie's
sell.
the one that runs
Great
it, so
sell.
if you have any complaints, blame Eddie.
Bitches, if you want to help me, send me the files and I'll fucking post them.
I'm not techie with TikTok.
That's what I thought.
We need a Gen Z person for that one.
I don't know. Chema, do you have any Gen Z people you want to hire?
Am
that
I
you
the
can
most
afford to
Gen
pay?
Am I the most Gen Z person here?
I think you're the youngest, actually. I'm the
God.
oldest. I'm older than Ferny.
God damn, I've never been the
By
youngest
like
person
2
in anything.
months.
Hey, shut up, younger guy.
Hey, I can whoop your ass.
That's not what we're talking about. Talking about who's the oldest.
I can still whoop your ass.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about who's the oldest.
I can still whoop your ass.
You're not talking about the bull.
That was it for our review of Scream 6, everybody. Let's cut it.
But before we cut it, A26 is still considered an indie.
It's
goddamn
A24,
house.
you
That's
idiot.
A24.
bullshit. A24 is still considered independent. An indie
Because it is independent.
It's bullshit. It has makes too much money. Bye, everyone.
Exactly. They've gotten too big.
They are the New York Yankees.
They just won like they won all the big Oscars. Like they didn't let anyone else win anything.
Exactly.
Kind of insane. Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick should have won Movie of the Year.
Bullshit. Fuck
You heard it here first.
And you heard it here last too, because no one else thinks that. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.